Mamma mia, here we go again. My, guess who dropped release notes? What's going on, everybody? It's Richard Coburn here, the Blue Collar Nerd. It's that time again. ServiceTitan has released some new release notes for July 2019. Honestly, I kind of expected them to just skip a month with, Marketing Pro and Phones Pro coming out. It is a slow month with the release notes. Things are kind of a lot of UI changes and stuff like that, nothing too crazy. But they did drop some, so let's go over them. Now, as always, I'm not going to be going over 100% of the notes. It's a shorter list, so I am going to be going over most of it this time. But as always, if you want to see everything, you should check out the notes for yourself. So the first thing I see here is a redesign for the call screen. And in the notes, they've already linked to an Academy course where you can check out what's new. It's pretty short, so I recommend just go ahead and flying through that. Or, I'm pretty much gonna hit you with it right here. It's mostly just UI changes. The workflows are pretty much exactly the same, just looks a little bit different. So we've got, looks like some larger, darker fonts. We've kind of got that tray over on the left, that column that you're used to seeing from the messages interface, so that makes sense that they would want to make those match. We've got a close and classify button, I believe that's new. In the lower left-hand corner, you'll note that there's a choose your view option, so you can do compact or default. Compact keeps everything a little bit smaller so you can see it all on the screen at once, whereas default is larger and sometimes you'll have to scroll to see it kind of depending on your screen. Now that view is per user, so if one person prefers compact and one person prefers default, that's fine, they can have their own settings. There's also a new call banner that persists throughout the user interface, so anywhere that you move throughout the user interface, into the dispatch board or wherever, you're gonna get this blue banner at the top that says any action that you take will be linked to this call. Okay, next we've got campaign categories. So you can now assign categories to campaigns to better organize and track them. For example, you might want to separate your print and digital campaigns into those respective categories to decide which offers a better value for the dollar for your business. So in the settings now, there's campaigns and there's also campaign categories. That's a new section. So you can go in there, you can edit the names, there's pre-populated campaigns, which you can edit them there. And there's also an option to require every campaign to have a campaign category. So then back in the campaign section of the settings, you can go into each campaign and assign it a category, and then you'll see those separated and you can filter them. Okay, chat. You can now receive videos as well as photos that customers send you in chat. The attachment is shared with ServiceTitan and sent to a local number. Okay, so I thought videos was already a part of this when they announced the MMS stuff, the last release notes. I didn't take a screenshot of that part, so I don't know if this was just a bad assumption on my part or if this is the old ServiceTitan switcheroo, but I'll take the blame, my bad guess. But in any case, it's there now. Okay, more clearly marked multi-technician jobs. On both the schedule board and the dispatch board, jobs assigned to more than one technician are now marked with a specific icon. When you hover over them, multi-technician jobs display all technicians assigned to them. Okay, so when you have more than one technician on a job on the dispatch board and the schedule board, you'll now see this tiny little icon that has two little fellas hanging out, having a good time, working on a job. Double booking alert. If a technician is assigned to a job scheduled to occur at the same time as another job or non-job appointment that they are also assigned to, you see an alert in the job tray letting you know this is the case. I tried this out, I couldn't get this one to work. I got the regular, you've always got a pop-up, I'm pretty sure that was always there. You get a pop-up that says, hey, this technician's already got a job at that time, do you want to schedule it anyway? You can say okay, but then this is talking about the job tray, which is that little section underneath the dispatch board, and I wasn't getting an alert there when I tried it. Maybe it's just not working yet, but nobody looks at the job tray anyway. Maybe that's just a me thing. Do you guys look at the job tray? If you guys are a CSR or a dispatcher, or if you manage CSRs and dispatchers, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys look down there? Service location placeholder for the form email template. So in the settings where you set up what it looks like when you email a form to a customer, you can now put the location address as one of those pre-populating. You just put in, squiggly bracket, code, squiggly bracket, and then it pre-populates with that information. So client name or whatever, and now you can do that with the location address. Enhanced job view in projects. When you view projects, the first column you see is now a list of clickable job numbers. You can right-click on the job number to open the job in a new tab. Okay, pro tip, if you click with your mouse wheel, so if you have like a scroll wheel and you push down on it, straight down, so it clicks, if you click a link like that, that will open it in a new tab, and that's faster than right-clicking and choosing open a new tab. You gotta duck for cover when you come to this channel, it's just value bombs. Ooh, everywhere, value bombs. Anyway, at the end of the table, you can hover over the info icon to see, based on the job status, either the job summary or the invoice summary. All right, memberships. Error message displays when applying renewal task without a membership. Great, thank you. I believe it was in my last release notes video that I said that memberships was an area that really needed more guardrails, and this is definitely a step in the right direction for that. This doesn't exactly solve that problem, but I'm just glad to see that they're thinking about it and working on it. Membership add-on button in ServiceTitan Mobile. I couldn't find what they were talking about here. My ServiceTitan mobile side has been kind of looking weird ever since a couple updates back. I haven't been able to select equipment to tie memberships to equipment anymore, which is something I was able to do. They announced it in one of the notes as a new feature, which was confusing, and then it just disappeared from me. And in my video I was like, I'm sure it disappeared just because they're changing something, but it never came back. I brought it up to somebody at Pantheon. They said it looked like bugs and that I would be hearing from them. I don't know, I'll let you know, but some of these I can't test because of that. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Let me know if that's happening to you too. Okay, mobile. Estimate names and customer emails. When you send estimates as attachments from ServiceTitan Mobile, the attachment files are now titled based on the estimate name rather than giving them a number. Great, that makes a lot more sense. View notes from previous jobs. This one I'm unclear on. When you tap history while on a job in the ServiceTitan mobile app, you can now view notes from all prior jobs at that location, not just the current one, which ensures you have the information you need for the job. Were we not always able to do that? I mean, that to me is like the main point of the history tab would be to go back and see what happened at that location previously. I do see a place for notes on the history tab in the Next account, but I also see it in the Live account. And this is just another reason why I think before and after pictures would be a great addition to the release notes, because ServiceTitan is a very expansive product. It covers a lot of different areas, and not everybody is going to be exposed to every part of the product. So for me, like on the mobile app, I'm familiar with the mobile app, but I don't look at it every single day. So when there's an update to it, sometimes it can be a little bit like, yeah, that's, is that different? More intuitive search experience on the follow-ups tab in mobile. So again, this is another one of those things. I do see that there's a search up there in the follow-ups tab, and I do see that you can apply filters. That is live in both my Go and Next accounts. So again, I don't super know how new that is. See other technicians on a job. So if you're assigned to a job that has other technicians on it, you can now see on the main job page which other technicians are assigned, so you can yell at them for being late or whatever. Jobs on the All Jobs page include tags. Again, I didn't know that it didn't show tags before. I don't know why it wouldn't have, but I'm glad that they're there now, thank you. All right, price book. Only active upgrades and recommendations exported in price book. Previously, inactive services, materials, and equipment that were listed as upgrades or recommendations would be included in the Pricebook export file. With this update, only active services, materials, or equipment will be listed in the upgrades and recommendation fields of the Pricebook export. Great, that Pricebook export is an enormous file. It's very messy, it's very cluttered and hard to work with, so anything you can do to slim that up, great. Pricebook import template now supports PDF assets. When using the Pricebook Excel template to upload new or updated Pricebook items, you can now add PDF assets to equipment. PDF assets can be used to improve your homeowner presentations in the field. Previously, this information could only be added individually via the UI. Yikes. Yeah, this is not something that ever struck me, but yeah, that's a major problem. So wait, you're telling me that before, the only way to add PDF assets was one by one in the UI. And if you took the time to do that, if you went in one by one and added PDF assets in the UI, and you exported and then re-imported, did you lose them? Because that would be terrible, Jesus. In any case, it's fixed now, so I'm glad that that's something that's in the export file, but whew, I hope that you weren't just going to lose them if you exported and re-imported before, because I mean, just hold the feature at that point. Reporting and dashboards. Administrators can schedule reports with date ranges that now include today, activity starting at 12 a.m., the day that the report is sent, until the time the report is received, previous week, previous month. Okay, so when you're selecting a date range for scheduled reports, you now have a few more options. You can do today, and you can go back in time. Duplicate scheduled custom reports. Save time in scheduling reports by creating a copy of existing scheduled reports by clicking Duplicate in the Scheduled Reports menu. This new button prevents you from manually creating the same scheduled report again. That's great. Wow. What a just great, amazing, basic, useful tool. I wonder if there's anywhere else in the product where we could use such a basic, useful tool. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Create multiple technician-generated leads from a single job. You can now create more than one technician-generated lead from a job. This is particularly useful for your business if you serve different customer needs. For example, if some of your technicians work on heating and others work on cooling, that's not really how it works. And a technician working on a cooling job notices different opportunities to work on both heating and cooling. That technician can now get credit for generating multiple leads. That's cool. Make leads tie into payroll though. Seriously, it's crazy that leads still don't tie into payroll. I don't really want to hear about leads until they tie into payroll. I pay technicians a certain rate for bringing in leads. That's a really common practice in the industry. Make them tie into payroll. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Real quick guys, and this is important, if you have not clicked that subscribe button, I see you. Something like 80% of my viewers are not subscribed. I really need you guys to subscribe on YouTube because YouTube is where the channel lives and it's important for YouTube to see that the channel is gaining some interest. By clicking subscribe, you'll see my videos show up in your subscription feed every time I post a new one. Plus, if you really want to make sure you don't miss a video, click the little bell next to subscribe and then you'll get a push notification every time I upload a new video. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button, hit like if you like the video, if you think this content is valuable, and leave a comment down below if you have anything to say at all. Appreciate it.